Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I will present about our project, which is cadangan untuk membina satu unit asrama di Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Batu Kawan di daerah Jawi, Simpang 4, Pulau Pinang. So, this is our consultant company. Our consultant company name is Bena Mercu Consultant Sdn Bhd, which is we started our company since 1998 in Johor Bahru, Johor. After 50 years, after 18 years, we relocated our company at the Laman Sri Business Park, Shah Alam, Selangor. So actually, our company is a consultant company, which is we have a consult about like engineering structure or maybe like geotechnic infrastructure and others. So this is our chart, which is me, Muhammad Arfan bin Azmi as a project director. So my job scope is I need to make sure all the project is totally in our schedule and others. So next is Nurul Izzati binti Joy Ambras. So she is as vice project director. So which is vice project director need to help project director and to consult all the things from the started the project until end of the project. Next is Suwaiba Aslamia. She is a geotechnical engineer. So the job scope as a geotechnical engineer is to make sure all the soil uh, has a be good condition, which is she need to get a site investigation, soil investigation, and others soil investigation to make sure all the land, all the soil at that area have suitable for this project. Next is the Nur Shahida binti Cik Mana. She is a structural engineer. So structural engineer, the job scope is to make sure all the structure, the hostel have a good condition, and she also have to need prepare the drawing or structural drawing for this project. Next is Nurul Nabila binti Abu Kasim. So she is infrastructure engineer. So infrastructure engineer needs to the needs to all the infrastructure things like drainage, like earthwork and others will be managed in good condition. So which is actually our company, um, we manage uh, project from the Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, which is our client is a Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia KPM from the Putrajaya. So the project title is a proposed project of a one unit four-story hostel at the SMK Batu Kawan, because SMK Batu Kawan needs a hostel for their students. So Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia will propose the project, and we have a get the project as a consultant company. So the architect that manage or architect that responsible to draw the architecture drawing is a AMC architect Sdn Bhd. So the consultant for the M&E Teleference is a Energy Intelligent or ISP company Sdn Bhd, and the consultant for the this project is our company, which is a Bena Mercu Consultant Sdn Bhd. So this is a location for our project, which is our project located at the Jawi, Pulau Pinang. The population at the Jawi, which is have I think 10,000 people, mostly is a Muslim population. So this is an area for the SMK Batu Kawan. From the Earth, Google Earth, and this is a drawing for the proposed site for this location for this project. So this is a timeline for the infrastructure work, which is we are started with the earthwork, and then after that we going to the road and the drainage system, and then to the sewage system. Next, going to the water reticulation system, And the lastly is a landscape. And so earthwork, what is the earthwork? So earthwork is a process whereby the surface of the earth is excavated and transported to and compacted at the another location. Which is actually for the earthwork process, it has several things we need to do, such as like site clearing, uh, cut and fill, seal trap, topsoil stripping, and others. So this earthwork process, we need to make sure all the process in the good condition, which is like a topsoil stripping, we should be completed in one area before moving to another. So stripping should typically progress from areas for thin soil to areas to deeper soil in order to reduce a potential contamination. So this is the earthwork. Next is a road and the drainage system. So actually the road and the drainage system have a six process, which is the first is a receive the survey and a project layout drawing by architect or client. And next is the estimate the ground level from the survey drawing for road and drainage design. Next is the design flexible pavement with JKR standard with guideline. So actually the JKR standard we use the ATJ lah, arahan teknik jalan. Next is a proper signage of the road, which is we need to propose the signage, which is yelah. And next is a approval by the local authority. For your information, the local authority at this proposed project is Majlis Pembandaran Seberang Jaya, MPSB. And next is the construct on site. So next, we're going to the sewage system. So actually, sewage system needs a calculation for we know we get or know how much we need or how much we need to grow the sewage system. So this is a calculation. So actually, we're going to use a JPP standard MS 1228. And our proposed drainage is a VCP pipe with a 225 millimeter diameter. So this is a Manning formula. So from this fact, the 225 millimeter VCP pipe is suitable and safe to be used as a pipe capacity more than the peak flow to fulfill the requirement of the JPP standard MS 1228. So this is the water reticulation system. So general, what is the water reticulation system? Is a water reticulation system assists water to move from the first source to the consumer. So consider that the volume of water required is another factor when arranging and the planning system. So actually, what is the activity in the water reticulation system? Actually, we have a four activity. First is a setting out, which is all setting out the pipe laying work shall be performed by the contractor surveyor. Next is the excavation. So we need to excavate the pipe trench before commencing of the excavation of pipe trench. The roots of the pipeline shall be patched out accurately. Next, pipe work. So pipe work is the most important activity, which is we all handling, laying, and the testing the pipeline. The shall complete to the latest technical specification from SPAN, which is the Suruhanjaya Pengurusan Air Negara, or other relevant standard, and also the manufacturer requirement, which is we use the SPAN, we use the Batu, Syarikat Air Pulau Pinang, and others. Next, the external water storage tank. So the contractor should supply a new tank reservoir from a manufacturer specializing in the design, fabrication, or erection of the approved water storage tank. So this is all the activity of the sewage reticulation system. Next is lastly is the landscape. What the suitable landscape for our project? So a suitable landscape is designed to be both interactive and in a balance with the local climate and environment, and should be require minimal resources input. To design the suitable landscape, it must be functional, to environment and the cost efficient, environmentally friendly and maintainable. So this is our proposed suitable landscape. First is the cherry blossom tree. Next is decorative tree, artificial grass carpet, and then lastly is a common usable grass. This is our purpose for the landscape in this project. So that's all from us. Thank you.